My banksters, welcome to the bank. You are here with the teller. Rob the bank. Follow me as I follow money. Let's dive deep and get rich. You feel me? Them palms itching, baby. Them palms itching. We are going through another Grant Cardone and DJ Vlad interview. And we're just gonna jump right into it. And y'all see the title, y'all see all that. Just jump right into it and see what he talking about.
What would be a business that you would buy right now?
Well, we just bought one. I was telling you about it earlier.
The vitamin company.
30 months ago, we bought a guy that's in the regenerative health business. They were doing $250,000 a month. He had about, I don't know, guy probably had 80 customers. 30 months ago, we have 125,000 customers now.
You were telling me about this. Crazy.
So I bought a business. You know, I bought something already there. Now, we've added a bunch of stuff to it.
But this is
Let me just give you another example.
This is kind of a unique example because not everyone has a marketing arm to kind of blow something up like that. Like if an average person bought a vitamin business.
Let me give you another example. Yeah. Like I would go buy a laundromat today. Great business. It's not going away.
Yeah.
You know, you go buy a laundromat guy's been there 15 or 20 years. I would go buy cosmetologists, you know, these places where they're doing butt injections and Botox and, you know, the red light therapy beds and the rejuvenation make you look pretty. Dude, I would go buy one of those, find somebody that's tired, doesn't know how to market, they already have a location, a roofing company, HVAC company. These are all dentists, a chiropractor, and consolidate those. Most people do not. There's 33 million businesses in America. Most of them do not know how to run a business, and they're tired. And then back to that 10,000 baby boomers. There's 10,000 baby boomers that are retiring. They own some business or had a little deal, and they're tired. They're just tired of COVID.
10,000 or 10?
A day.
10,000 a day. Okay.
Retirees a day.
A day. Got it.
Some of those are business owners.
True. We say quit watching people on the internet. Quit watching.
So just to touch on that, Dan Pena, he has a course that pretty much teaches you how to do that. But the law, what he's pretty much saying is essentially somebody has done the hard work already. Somebody who comes in right after you, the second is usually better than the first. Because the first goes through more pains and more trials and tribulations than somebody who's the second does, because they get to watch you go through the pains and adjust from watching you. And that's essentially what he's talking about, is you had to go through the trouble to build it. You had to go through the trouble of finding the customer, marketing, hiring, all this other stuff. When he buys it, the systems are already in place. And if you've been growing a business already, you can take whatever you've learned and just implement something better into that. Like help the business in a better way of doing that. So yes, being second is usually better than being first, which is the most perplexing saying, because most people want to be first and everything, but usually being second is better than being first, because you can buy somebody's business and they went through all the headache and all the trouble, and it wears thin on you. But somebody comes in, buys a business, and takes it from 1 million to 10 or 20, because they don't have the same. They don't have the same attachment to you, same attachment to the business that you did, but even furthermore, that they didn't have to go through as much of the hard parts as you had to go through for it as well. So,
watching these guys, they don't know anything, including me.
Yeah, you shouldn't be watching me. You should be watching somebody like, I'm on the move.
Yeah.
Watch what I do. Don't watch what I say. Yeah, like I listed this house. Okay, believe me when I sell it. Don't believe me when I list it.
Right, listing it doesn't mean anything.
Nah, but I would tell people, hey, go watch people that are actually making moves.
Yeah, I agree with what he's saying. Watch what I do, not do as I say. Because, I mean, if Grant Cardone preaches not to buy a house. But I also think, once again, there's caveats to when people say certain things, or there's dichotomy to when people speak. He's saying don't buy a house, but at the same time, he bought a house. But he's also delayed the gratification of buying a house, and it hindered him. So he's always caveats, but for the most part, I agree with what he's saying. But watch what I do, not do as I say.
Huh. And big moves. Learn from the top of the food chain. Learn from Warren Buffett. He's 98 years old. He's made some losses. Like, study his whole career. Don't study some guy like me on the internet that's like, look what I'm doing. Like, I'm marketing, man.
Oh no, I mean, listen, my whole financial blueprint came from Warren Buffett. When I first started making money, and listen, I'd done a lot of dumb stuff, from buying a kilo of cocaine to investing, giving all my savings to a real estate guy who ended up stealing it all after he got busted. Yeah. Just dumb things to try to flip your money quickly when you don't have a lot of money. When I started making money, I said, okay, this time I'm going to do it right. Who is the Warren Buffett of stock investing? Yeah. Yes, who's the Jordan? No, sorry. Who's the Michael Jordan of stock investing, which is Warren Buffett. Yeah. I read his book, and then I learned that Benjamin Graham was the guy he learned from. So I read Benjamin Graham's book.
Great books that they got. Intelligent Investor is one of the good books to read. It's another one. I can't see it from over here. But Poor Charlie's Guide, Charlie Munger's book as well. Charlie Munger is really the operator. He's the guy who really did a lot of research. Not taking anything away from Warren Buffett, but Charlie Munger is really the guy operating. Warren Buffett is really kind of the sales guy, or the guy who knows how to speak and stuff like that. Not taking anything away, but just knowing those two guys together. So
and from there, I made millions of dollars. Yeah, investing in their overall
mimic
way.
Model.
Yeah, just mimic.
Master.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
That's what I did. So, like, I was never going to invest in stocks. It wasn't my thing. But I learned what Warren did in stocks, applied it to real estate. Yeah. All the things that he talks about. Hey, don't have one exit. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't cash flow, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Better to pick a great asset for a fair price than a bad asset at a great price. At a great price. Yeah. All that shit, dude. Never have one exit.
Be greedy when others are fearful. And
like
fearful
right now, dude, we're being gready.
Yeah, you're buying stuff
we're gobbling fucking real estate up. I got $1 billion. I'll close in the next 90 to 120 days.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
On what?
Maybe $3 billion. Actually, I'm sorry. Seriously, right now I have 3,000. Let me see, what is that? 4,200 apartments in play, and maybe 42,000 trailer pads.
Real quick, I want to touch on this. I know I kind of sped past this. I really want to point out the authenticity of kind of Grant Cardone when he said, "Don't follow me. I'm just marketing." I think that type of authenticity is definitely needed. That's why he's one of my favorite guys. The authenticity. He don't get me wrong. He's trying to make money, but at the same time, he's trying to tell people like, look, make sure you watching these bigger guys or watching somebody who's doing something. I'm making money while doing this, but I'm marketing. But there's people who's better than me, bigger than me, doing more than me. Watch them too. Don't just watch me. So,
trailer pads, meaning what? What's a trailer pad?
Trailer pad is where you put a trailer.
So trailer parks?
Yeah.
Aha. Is that like a? Because when you think of trailer park, you think trailer trash.
You think of Marshall Mathers?
Yeah, exactly.
8 Mile?
Exactly.
You watch too many movies.
Okay, you're saying there's high-end trailer parks?
Well, it's affordable. It's affordable living, dude.
Not high-end, but
it's affordable living.
Okay. And that's one of your big investments.
We're looking at it.
Oh, so you don't own it yet?
I'm in play.
So do you own any trailer parks right now?
No.
So you're about to get into the trailer park business. You're about to be a slumlord, man. You're about to be.
That's not slumlord.
No, I'm joking. I'm giving you a hard time. But what I'm saying.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm about to make a move right now. Like, you've had me on a bunch of times.
Yes.
You go back and watch the shows, and I said, hey, I'm about to do this. That's why I warn people, look, don't listen to what people say. Listen, and then see if you can match it up with what they did. You know? Like I said, hey, don't buy a house, it's stupid. And then I bought 2 of them.
Right.
And
I bought one.
And by the way, what do I tell you? It's stupid.
Don't buy a house.
I'm still telling people it's stupid.
But it's a luxury.
But I'm already
It's not an investment.
I've arrived at a place where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Now, it just so happens.
Like I said, it's a luxury.
Yeah, but in my case, in your case, it's a luxury. In my case, I'll actually make money.
There you go. So it's not just, I think, and it goes back to his point of what he was saying with don't buy a house, because more times than not, it's not an asset. He bought them houses probably at a better price. He gets to stay in this place for however long he wants to, and then can resell it for more. He can make money on it. So once again, that's the caveat to what he's saying. But even more so, what more important what he said, my father always told me, I can't hear what you say because I see what you do. That's the other thing. It's the same part of what he's saying with this, is I don't listen to what I'm saying. Just watch what I do, and you'll see that I'm the guy who I'm portraying myself to be. And that's where he's coming from. He tells everybody don't buy a house, bought a house. But the only difference of him saying I bought a house is because I'm gonna make money on my house. I bought my house for $1 million and it's worth 10. So when I say I'm not saying that's what he bought it for or what he's selling it for. But what I'm saying is the example I'm trying to give is the fact that he's saying don't do it, but he bought one. But the reason why he says don't do it, because most people aren't going to buy a house that they can resell for a profit, and he is buying a house that he can resell for a profit. He's not doing it to lose. It's not a liability to him. It's going to be an asset because he can sell it for more. And probably he's going to 1031 exchange it, probably with his business, and probably put it back in his business. So it'll be interesting to see what it's talking about. But yeah,
you won't make money on your house.
Probably not. But I'm not planning on it.
No, you're not trying to. Both my houses are like they're. This house right here is, you can't replace this house. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's one of a kind.
It's a freak house, man.
Yeah, especially in Malibu.
Yeah, my house in Miami is a freak house. Like,
it was a Tommy Hilfiger's old house?
Yeah, but it's on the beach. There's 65 homes in all of Miami that have sand.
Huh.
There's 6 million people live between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and I have one of 65 houses that have sand in front of it, private beach. This house right here, it's a freak house. That's all I'm saying. So when I tell people, man, don't buy a house, it's a bad deal, I'm just telling people, like, on the come up, on the way up, get income. Don't get a place that locks you down. Don't even start a family early. Wait. Don't chase pussy early. Don't, because you don't have anything to offer anybody. You don't even know what to do with it when you get it, dude. Like if you're a guy.
There's a lot of, it's interesting because, once again, there's no set rule. But if I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z had kids at 40-something. He had kids pretty late. And there's a few other people. I'm thinking Reginald Lewis had kids at 37. Elon Musk had kids, I think, relatively early, like 30 or something like that. But, it's an interesting thing. But I think for the most part, what he's saying is when you're climbing a pretty high mountain, is that you don't need anything to, when you're Sisyphus and you're pushing a boat up a hill, you don't want to be Sisyphus with ankle weights on, with a weight vest on, a wind, the little parachute that holds you. You don't want them things when you're trying to push this. You're already pushing a boulder up a mountain. You don't want to add anything more onto you that's going to slow you down. I think that's essentially what he's saying. So, and I would agree. But people have different perspectives. People have different things. Look, more importantly, asset and liabilities aren't just money producing things. It also can be people. people can be assets and liabilities. People can be dead weight and hold you back from whatever you're getting to. People can distract you from whatever it is that you're getting to. That's a liability. If they help you stay on task and help you get to where you're going or believe in the vision that you're trying to get, then that is an asset of a person. If it's not an asset, essentially what he's saying, if it's not something that's helping you get to where you're going or the bigger picture, let it go. Get rid of it. Whatever you got to do, just let that go.
T.K. Kirkland said no man without $25,000 in his bank account should be allowed to have sex with a woman.
Dude, you got nothing to offer. I mean, you can't even last. Like it's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's a weird trick I think God made on us, where you're young, you got all this fucking energy, and you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And by the time you know what to do with anything, you don't have the energy anymore.
Yeah. The youth is wasted on the young. that's an old saying. The youth is wasted on the young. But I agree with what he's saying. Buying businesses is better. Now, buying a business is not. What do they call that? When you buy McDonald's, some franchise. Buying a business is not the same as franchising. Franchising is a whole different monster in and of itself. But buying a business is finding somebody, it's just like wholesaling real estate. It's finding somebody who is distressed, looking to sell, looking to get from out under it, wanting to retire, and they're selling it for a discount than they would if they weren't. That's all that means. Cody Sanchez is another one. She talks about that as well. Cody Sanchez. I don't know her name on Instagram, but if you search Cody Sanchez on Instagram, you'll find her. Study the Titans. Study the big guys. He talks about look for the Vlad says as well, but look for the Michael Jordans of the industry that you're in. Like if you're trading, look at the George Soros, Stanley Druckenmillers, Paul Tudor Jones, Ray Dalio. These type of guys, because these type of guys, they have an idea of what they're looking at. They've been in the game long enough. And then from that, you need to mimic, model, and then master whatever they say. And you can take whatever they say and use to whatever industry that you're in. You can do exactly that. So, it's a good episode. I don't see anything that I really disagree with, something I would call bullshit on. But everything has a caveat. You just got to you have to think objectively on what he's saying. Find the first principle of what he's saying, which, it's simple. Don't think about it too hard, but make sure that you question what they're saying. And he was saying that just make sure you just have something that you can get out from up on. Don't have anything that's holding you back. Delayed gratification. And invest in things that's going to keep bringing you money, keep bringing something that has an asset that's just constantly bringing you money instead of just taking money out. So I agree with what he's saying. I think that's what he's trying. I think that's what the silver lining in what he's saying. I think people get caught up in the minutia of like, oh, he's saying don't buy a house. It's stupid advice. I don't think that's initially what he's saying. I think what he's saying is just make sure if you buy a house, make sure you get a good price on it, stay in it, and then be able to sell it for more when you want to sell it. So you don't have a 30-year mortgage on it, and then you aren't making any money on it. That's essentially what I believe he's saying. So, yeah, update your software so your hardware can run more efficiently, man. Catch me on the next one as I follow me as I follow money. Let's dive deeper and get rich. Catch me on the next one, and we out.